I know that God is in this place because we are here. I know that whatever God is all that there is only one, and we are that one. I know that as we come together on this Christmas Eve, we awaken to the Christ within us all, to that God self that we are, that light and that love, that presence of the divine let loose on planet Earth as us. I know that as we come together this night to celebrate the birth of that Christ, we see it in ourselves and we see it in every one of us. I know that the world is a better place because of us. I know that we lift that energy. We awaken each other to become who we have come here to be, to become that God self, that Christ light that we have always been and always will be. And so with great gratitude and thanksgiving for each of us on this spiritual path, for all of the light that we share, for all of the love that moves through us, I release this into all that God is, because I know that God is all. As together we say, and so it is.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wonderful to see everyone tonight. It's Christmas
And
Eve.
you are looking good, too.
So are you.
Hi, Nancy. Is that me? That is me with my new $1,500 microphone?
All right, Barbara. It's Christmas! And we're going to have a wonderful time.
I'm not moving.
I'm not breathing either.
We'll just stand there and look pretty for a minute and I'll talk.
I'll be Vanna. I'll be Vanna.
There you go. So, it's Christmas Eve, and we have been doing this for 23 years. It's a central focus point of who we are as a spiritual community. One thing that we've never done as part of this, though, is tell you who these players are that are getting up and participating from the stage and from our band pit. So I want to ask our band to stand. I want to introduce you guys. We begin with the illustrious leader of our music program, David Washington. And we have 5 vocalists this evening: Blair Stewart, John L. Barnum, Olivia Garrett, Sandy Myers, and Brucey Brazil. We have John Beneke on guitar and Ron LaPointe. It'll come out of my head. On drums. Thank you, both. Thank you all. And Kristen on sound. Thank you. Kristen's working on sound. Thank you. So as we go through the evening, we're going to have the lighting of 7 candles up here. And the individuals that are doing that this evening are all practitioners. And I want to invite them to stand as I call their names. They are Kate Wagner, Lissa Rowe, Reverend Marsha McLean. That's because all ministers are practitioners. Marsha did her training with this center. You stand, let me do this to you. And is now the founding minister of the Center for Spiritual Living in West Palm Beach. Shirley Williams, Chuck Hunter, and Nina Amin. These are our speakers this evening, our candle lighters. Thank you. And then we have 4 individuals that will be our light bearers, and those will be the ones who will bring the light out to you. And they are Chris Anderson, Dee Brooks, Tim Wagner, and Sherry Free. That felt good. What else you want to say? You want to sing?
Is this my last chance to talk? Someone told me Barbara Jeffries was here. Is she here? Then I just too want to brag on Marsha. That was when we were in a trailer. We had 2 years of ministerial school. She convinced us while she was still in practitioner class to let her in the ministerial class. And you have taken this out into the world in 3 different centers. Is that right? 2?
Founded 2 and served 3 more.
5 different centers. Yeah, thank you. As a teacher, it fills my heart that you listened and did something and then told other people. Thank you. Sing?
Feel better? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to sing our version of the 12 Days of Christmas. Remember this? Let's have a good time with this.
Nancy Miller is lighting a candle. It's not on your list.
It isn't? Well, that's interesting.
And Nancy Miller!
Isn't that interesting? Nancy Miller, thank you. Now we're going to sing.
On the first day of Christmas, my Spirit sent through me, fill life with peace and joy. On the second day of Christmas, my Spirit sent through me, live in the now and fill your life with peace and joy. On the third day of Christmas, my Spirit sent through me, let go of fear, live in the now and fill your life with peace and joy. On the fourth day of Christmas, Great Spirit sent through me, pray every day, let go of fear, live in the now and fill your life with peace and joy. On the fifth day of Christmas, Great Spirit sent through me, God is all there is. Pray every day, let go of fear, live in the now and fill your life with peace and joy. On the sixth day of Christmas, Great Spirit sent through me, look on the bright side, God is all there is. Pray every day, let go of fear, live in the now and fill your life with peace and joy.
I'm all excited. I use the mic. Just go ahead, Mimi.
I'm just a full of energy person here.
Power.
Look at those shoes. Burgundy.
Spikes.
So I love this teaching because it doesn't say one person made it and everybody else is screwed. I love that. It says there is that within each and every one of us. That is God itself. It is spirit. It is the divine, alive and well in us. And that as we open to that and as we let it move through us, we too can experience the same things that the man named Jesus did. Let me not get into my talk tomorrow. So I want to read a couple of readings from Ernest Holmes. The first one is from the Science of Mind textbook. Mental science does not deny the divinity of Jesus, but it does affirm the divinity of all people. It does not deny that Jesus was the Son of God, but it affirms that all men are the sons of God. It does not deny that the kingdom of God was revealed through Jesus, but it says that the kingdom of God is also revealed through you and through me. And then in the book Richer Living, he says, the mind of God in us is the mind of Christ. At the center of every man's being, the eternal Christ waits, knocking at the door of his intellect for admission. This is not a faraway presence, nor a future advent. The recognition of Christ can come to anyone at any time and under any circumstance. The consciousness that walked over the troubled waters of human experience, the inner calm that stilled the tempest, is accessible to everyone. The Bible tells us that the real man is Christ. This Christ is the perfect, invisible presence back of, in, and through every living soul. Just as there is but one God or first cause, so there is but one man, the manifestation of the divine spirit in and through all people. Throughout the ages, this Christ has come with some degree of clarity to those who have meditated long and earnestly upon the nature of the divine that is in everything.
So we begin our candle lighting. We begin with a reading, and I just want to follow Barbara's comments about who we are as a teaching and how blessed we are to have this teaching. And even when Christmas comes and Christendom is celebrating one life, we are celebrating all life. And I believe what we do has great value in the world. And that being here and doing this good work that we do, awakening ourselves to the spirit within us, to that one spirit, is a powerful thing that changes the world. So we begin. And it has come to pass that a decree of the heart is sent forth, calling for the greatest truth of life to be revealed and proclaimed by us all. We are no longer content to just hearing of a miracle from long ago. Instead of watching the Christmas event from afar like a spectator, tonight we make the birth of the Christ our personal experience. We embrace the Christmas story as our story by causing that which is human within us to give way to that which is divine. We begin by going to the sacred inner place, unto the realm of self-awareness, where we find the light of this Christ consciousness. It is now time to reveal the light and to release its brightness through us as the greatest expression of life. We celebrate this Christmas consciousness as a living, active presence that we must share with the world. And as we fully acknowledge this presence, we allow our hearts to become like a manger, a place of joy and love, a place of miracles. We are filled with a sense of peace that shall have no beginning and no end. We proclaim the power to live fully, honestly, and openly. We see our lives and all life as radiating divine beauty and expressing only the wisdom of infinite spirit. In recognition of this presence, we light these candles representing the 7 attributes of God that dwell within each of us: peace, power, beauty, joy, love, light, and wisdom. And as we do so, we claim our divine heritage by letting go of our smaller selves and declaring the consciousness of the Christ that dwells within us all.
God is peace. There is a subtle power within me, the essence of spirit. I am kept in the way of peace. I am peace. I am the principle of peace within me. I am the manifestation of love within me. My mind is poised in peace and harmony. I am peace. To have peace, the belief in goodness must be greater than any apparent manifestation of its opposite. I am peace. I contend with none, argue with none, and am filled with wonderful peace and light. Goodness and beauty follow me. Peace and joy accompany me. I am peace. I know that God is within me. I know that this divine spirit is perfect. I enter into its peace and I am secure. I am peace. I stand in the calmness at the center of the storm. I stand in poise amidst chaos. I am peace. I am an instrument of peace, bringing joy, love, laughter, and prosperity to my world by my passionate commitment to compassion, kindness, justice, understanding, and respect. I am peace. Peace, infinite peace, is at the center of my being. I am peace. We are peace. God is power. Power is the source within. It is that Christ light within. It is that which is eternal, that which is changeless, that which is true. It is that innate capacity, that innate ability to create the life that we desire. This power is ever present. It is always responding. We set this power, this law, in motion with all that we think, all that we say, all that we feel, and all that we do. Yes, this recognition of God within, of the Christ within, and the acceptance that there is that infinite and absolute potentiality and possibility in life and of life itself is the power of the divine, and it is ours to use. May we choose to use it freely and mindfully for good, as love, as peace, as light and wisdom and beauty and joy. And may we listen to Ernest Holmes as he tells us, all the power of the universe is with us. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. We are power.
God is beauty. Beauty is an attribute of God. And because beauty is an attribute of God, it is present and available in its fullness and in its wholeness everywhere, all the time. As Emerson says, beauty breaks in everywhere. Beauty is a spiritual principle. And because this is so, to the degree that I know and embody beauty, to the degree that each and every one of us knows and embodies beauty, that is how much beauty we shall experience. And so all I need to know, all we need to know about beauty is simply that to see it more, to experience it more, we become it more. I choose to be beauty. I invite you to be beauty, the beauty that you are, the magnificence that you are. We are beauty.
God is joy. Joy is the impulsion of the sunflower that follows the sun each day. Joy is taking and breathing in the night sky. Joy is the breeze on a summer's day. Joy is the light and the effervescence that bubbles up from within to be and express as a smile, as a twinkle in the eye, as an amazingly embrace of the divine that is in and as and through every cell in my being and every space and every place. This divine joy is the truth of my being. I am that I am. I am joy. Joy floats up and emerges in every single moment. It is here. It is clear. It is always here. There is nothing else but joy. It is in each and every moment. That joy that I am is the joy that you are. That joy is recognized in full-bodied belly laughter. It is recognized in a peaceful eye contact with a loved one. That joy is seeing new birth. That joy is seeing a life well lived. Ernest Holmes tells us, life is not to be endured, it is to be lived in joy, in a fullness without limit. We are joy.
is love. We are love. Love is the energy behind all creation. It's the very flame that sparked the universe. Love is all. Love is the energy behind everything. Love is creation. We are love. Love is in the smile of a newborn. Love is in the laughter of children. Love is everywhere, present, always. We are the power of the divine. We are the love of the divine. And we were created in His image, in its image. And we are love. This day is especially poignant for me because today is the 15th anniversary of Dave and I's marriage. We were married after a candlelight service. But at that time, I had not yet learned to love myself. And we came here the next prosperity class in July, and this is where I learned to love myself. And I don't think you can love another person until you love yourself. And that's what the center has taught me. We had been through all the pain and all the heartache, and we talk now about how brave we are to love. To love someone, to have someone love you deeply gives you strength, but to love someone gives you courage. We are love.
God is light. I was having a light lunch with a friend the other day. Do you feel that lightness?
Is it time for fire?
It's time for fire. Slips me into the fire walk.
Oh, you need this part. Really? Hand it back to me when you're done.
Oh, fire. You know, I go into Daniel Nahman. What I really want is fire. What I really want is fire. It flips me into the fire walk in a week, January 1st. That's all. I just love fire.
So perhaps we should tell the good folks what we're going to do. This is how the candle lighting works. We have people that are going to be coming up here in just a moment. 4 people that are going to be our light bearers, and they're going to come up and light from the same flame that the 7 attributes were lit from. And then they're going to allow us to light ours from them. And each time this happens, each time there's a lighting of a candle, there are words that are shared. The Christ in me honors the Christ in you. It's a profound thought if you think about it. That essence that we call the Christ, far beyond one man, far beyond that essence of the divine dwells in all of us. And we acknowledge it tonight, and we bring it forth with the lighting of this candle. When you light the candle, your candle will not be lit. Someone will hold a candle before you, and that candle will be held straight up. And you will bow to that and receive the light from that light. And at that moment, the person that's holding that candle will say to you, the Christ in me honors the Christ in you. And if you can, once you've got your candle lit, look into their eyes and realize that Christ light is right there in the midst of them. And it must be, if it's in them, it must be in you. It is truly in all of us. So we allow this light to move throughout the room. And as we do this, the lights above us will go off. The tree will suddenly go dim. And but we won't be in darkness because we are the light.
And just get how this works.
We started off with the Christ light, that light of spirit in each of us. And then we moved out to the 7 attributes of spirit in us as us. And then we take that and we move it out on an individual and personal level until the whole room is lit, until the whole world is enlightened. It's a wonderful visual experience of it. I want to ask, is there anyone in the room that does not have a candle? You need a candle for this. So is there anyone who needs a candle? Raise your hand.
There we
There are
go.
people in the back that need candles. You're really going to want a candle for this. And if you can't come up the stairs, that's okay. You can pass the candle up. And
Well, we haven't talked about that yet. So what's going to happen, so that you know what this is about, what we're going to do is once everyone has their light and we show the light and experience and enjoy that and celebrate that, I'm going to ask our band members, the folks up in the booth, to come up and return their light. And the light bearers will receive your light and will place it in this box. So that that's the beginning, and then people in the front here can come and do the same thing. Barbara and I will be here to hug and receive you as you pass your light to go into this and into the collective. And if you will just form a line up the center aisle here. If you're on the sides, go to the back of the room and come up the center aisle so that as you're complete, you can go back to your seat from the outside. That's what the stairs are about. So don't worry about if you're not up to coming up the stairs, that's fine. We'll receive your light there on the floor.
so does everyone have a candle?
I do.
Great.
Remember, you bow to the light, but once your light is lit, you hold it straight up.
The light never bows to the darkness. The
Right.
darkness always bows to the light.
That's right. You ready?
So we're going to have the lights come down, Rick, you're going to turn off the tree. Stage lights go down.
The Christ in me honors the Christ in you.
Christ in me honors Christ. We are a being of light. We come from the light. We are the light.
I got your light.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Just look around the room. Wow. Christmas. So you want the band? Merry Christmas, David. I love you. Merry Christmas, Olivia. I love you. They all want John's side. I love you. Merry Christmas, Judy. I love you. Christmas. Look at what we can do when we open up to the light.
It's so natural that it grows from one little light to all of these lights, and the original light is not diminished. So if this wasn't enough, you'll be here at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yes, very good.
Thank you.